Hi, this is Diane, Love to Bake, and what we're going to make is French bread. Now, I am going to use my bread maker. You can make your bread by hand, of course, in your stand-up mixer with your hook attachment. I just find that the bread maker is, well, easier for me. Also, I have another French bread video also, so check it out if you don't like this one. And I have several rolls or buns recipes also on my channel. Italian rolls, seeded rolls, unseeded, so a lot of bread videos. So if you're interested, please check them out. But let's begin and talk about this one. I'm going to start off by giving you the recipe, and everything will be below the video, a recipe and instructions. On the French bread, you're going to start off by using 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of dry active yeast, 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt. You're going to need 1 cup of water, and that should be anywhere from around 110 degrees, 2/3 of a cup of milk, and 3 tablespoons of butter or margarine. It's going to be up to you what you prefer to use. And then 1 beaten egg. And that's the recipe. Now, when it comes out of your dough cycle, out of your bread maker, you will get 2 of these. So this is 1, and it's been cut in half. So you're going to get 2. So once it comes out of the bread maker on the dough cycle, cut it in half, and you'll get 2 loaves of bread. So we're going to put just a little bit of flour on my countertop here and just take the air out. And then what I like to do is just to roll out, whoops, it's a little bit sticky dough, but you don't want to put too much flour. Put a little bit on my rolling pin here. And I just roll it out to a, like a little rectangle. Now, you might have your own method of how you want to, you know, shape your dough, that kind of thing, so feel free. These loaves of bread come out very delicate and very light, yet the outside is nice and crispy. So that's all I do, is that, and I roll it out. And then I start on my long end, and then I just roll it up in a jelly roll fashion all the way up like that. And it is a little bit of a sticky dough, so you know, add flour as needed. And just doesn't have to be too tightly rolled. Just gonna use a little bit of flour and roll that all up. I like to really start on the other edge so you could have seen a little better there. But you get the idea, of course, of what I'm doing. And then just roll over the seam, pinch it with your fingers. I'm going to bring the bread over to me. And I'm just making sure that the bottom is sealed. I'm going to roll it over on the seam. And then I'm just going to tuck the edges in, almost like I'm wrapping a present here. Just pinch it and then fold it over and then round it off. Shape it as best as you can. Let's bring this around one more time here towards me. Okay. And then I like to put the slashes in at this stage. You can wait till it actually doubles in size to put the slashes in, but I like to put mine in at this time. So I'm going to transfer it to a pan, which I've put shortening on it. I heavily greased it. Use your parchment paper if you prefer. And then I'm just going to lay that on my pan. Like that. And then put your slashes in a couple inches apart, and a 1/2 inch deep over the top. So a 1/2 inch deep and a couple inches apart. Or however you prefer to do it, really. It's really up to you. Okay, like that. Now, then of course, take a clean kitchen towel or a piece of plastic wrap and cover it, and wait till it becomes double in size. This one usually takes me only about 30 minutes, but it depends on the temperature in your kitchen and that kind of thing. So, it could be anywhere from 30 minutes to 40 or even 45 minutes. So you be the judge of when you feel that that dough has risen to double. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put it in a preheated oven and bake it at 400 degrees. And it's going to take anywhere from 18 to 20 minutes. Now, if you want to take an egg wash, a beaten egg with a little bit of water, and also brush that on the top if you prefer, you can do that as well. You can also put an oven safe little container or bowl in your oven with a little bit of water, and I find that the steam helps to make the crust a little bit crispier, that type of thing. But again, you probably have your own methods of how you want to bake this French bread and that type of thing. Again, it's going to make you 2 loaves. Let me rinse my hands real quickly, and I will show you what the bread looks like once it comes out, and I hope you can see that. Okay, it's really a beautiful, beautiful golden brown, and I'm going to go ahead and cut into it to show you what it looks like. It will bake up to a real pretty golden brown on the bottom. Okay, all right, and we'll just cut a slice here off so I can show you what the crumb looks like. Okay, and I hope you can see it. It's not a real dense bread or heavy, and you can see when I'm breaking off the inside and the crumb of how it's coming out so nice and easy. So it's not, real dense or super heavy, the bread. Just a beautiful flake on the dough. So there you have it. You've got French bread made in your bread maker, or you can make the dough by hand. It'll be up to you, whatever you decide to do, of course. And if you try this recipe and you like it, well, leave a comment, because I always like to hear from you. And as always, I want to thank you for watching Diane Love to Bake, and please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you soon.